Sverigemästarna presenteras i samarbete med ATG. Spel på sport och häst.
I'm talking to Fouad Bachirou, now playing for Malmö. Fouad, how are you today?
I'm really good, thank you.
Yeah, how's your body? Are you in good shape since the matches are really tight these days?
Yeah, they've been really tight, but no, can't complain. I'm in good shape. Obviously, some games are a little bit more tiring than others, but we can't complain. We get to play football again, so it's a good moment.
Yeah, you came from Östersund and joined Malmö a while ago. Do you enjoy Malmö and the city and also the team?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, no, I've been really well welcomed. I got the chance as well to play a lot, and that's what every footballer wants. And then come to the city. Yeah, it's a nice city. We've got some great summers. Not this year so far, but and also obviously it's a bigger city than where I've been, where I was. Sorry. So that's great. Obviously, Copenhagen close, so the airport give me facilities also to get home a little bit more often. But can't complain. It's been great so far.
I mean, there's an obvious question. You came from Östersund, where the weather is pretty tough. Do you prefer Malmö when it comes to circumstances, city size, and weather?
Yeah, of course. I'm originally from Paris, obviously, so I like a city. I like to have other things than football to do. Obviously, Östersund didn't give that much on this. Football was great, but on the outside, the social life wasn't too much to do. Now in Malmo, it give you plenty on that, so that's something obviously for me and my family is important. Also, the outside the pitch, that's something you need to be enjoy. You need to enjoy yourself also. So that's something. It's been great here.
Yeah. What interests and how do you spend most of your time when you're not training and playing football?
Obviously, I like to go eat in restaurants. I like to do shopping. I like to spend time in the cinema. I guess like everyone, But I like to be outside. I like to obviously when the weather is nice. I like to be outside, enjoying time obviously with my wife, and enjoy life basically.
A lot of people have been frustrated, of course, when they were able to stay at home more, not being able to go out with friends and so on during the corona. How did you spend your time when you weren't allowed to do those things that you like?
Really, just being home, watching a lot of series, movies, just spending time at home as much as I can. So we're still training, so that was okay to distract you a little bit from the fact of being home all day. So we train in the morning, and then I just come home and basically stay at home, try to find something to do, watch series. I watch a lot of series, obviously, with my wife, and just spend time together.
Excellent. Now you turned 30 this year. How long do you think your career will go on? How many years left do you have in that body?
Well, that is a big question, actually. That is a big question. I ask myself that question also. No, but so far I feel great. So I just want to keep going until it become more difficult for the body, basically. But so far I feel great. I'm enjoying playing. I love football, so I want to keep going as much as I can.
I know also that I've heard before a lot of people would wonder how a guy like you end up after Scotland. You end up in Sweden. Why did you come to? How come you came to Sweden?
Really, I just had the opportunity. Basically, I was in Scotland, and I knew obviously Billy Reid, the assistant manager of Graham Potter, who was in Östersund, and I knew him from my time in Scotland before, and obviously spoke to me. I had him on the phone, and he presented me what he wanted from he liked me as a player before. He tried to sign me when he was in Scotland before, and it never happened. But then when he came to Östersund, he told me about like obviously his way of playing, the way of thinking, what could be good for me, and mostly try to improve me as a player. And obviously, I totally buy their speech and the way of seeing football, and that's something was obviously I was really interesting to see. And So I decided to come here. I wanted a new challenge also from my time in Scotland to see something different. And obviously it worked well for me, I guess.
Yeah, it's been really, you had some good success here in Sweden. We're really happy you came to this country for sure. Going over to we're going over to Malmö. It's funny to see. I mean, the communication. Sweden has been much more multicultural and multi-language, if you can say so. How do you at the trainings? Do they always speak English to you there?
Yeah. Most of the time, obviously, we had different manager also last year with Uwe Rosler, who was speaking basically English. We have some fitness coach who are English. So obviously Swedish is still like the primary language there, but like when they communicate with me, most of the time it's probably easier for everyone, and everyone speak great English, so to use English. But sometimes it happened obviously with coaches. Before, I remember my first year when I signed Magnus Persson was doing everything in Swedish, because obviously it was Swedish, and I was a little bit afraid of that, a bit scared, because obviously that was the first time. Before in Östersund I had Graham Potter, and that was in English also. But I found that I was really surprised how well I understand Swedish at that time, basically, because I managed to understand everything really. So it's just a mix really, but the primary for me would be English. I think it would be easier for me.
Do you ever get a chance outside your home to speak French at all?
Yeah, obviously with friends. Last year we had Romain Gall, who is French and American. Even in the team, obviously, now we have Ola, who's been in France for many years, so he likes to speak French. I have Isaac, who played in France also, who speak really good French. Guillermo Molins also, who was in Belgium, so speak French. So yeah, we'll still get to speak. Yeah.
I think it's a Swedish thing that if you know a language and you get the chance to speak it, except for Swedish and English, you like to practice it, right? So I guess the guys like to talk it.
Yeah, exactly. That's something is good. I think everyone is a bonus obviously to speak more language, more than one language. So you should be proud when it's difficult to learn. So French is really difficult. So you can be proud when you know how to speak it.
I mean, Swedish is pretty difficult too if you don't know any of the Nordic languages. But a lot of the talk during the around the pitch and so on is usually football language anyway, So,
Yeah,
so
exactly.
you catch up. Okay, what was the expectations for you? I mean, the expectations on Malmö starting this season was really high. What was your own expectations for the season?
Well, obviously the expectation for Malmo is to win. There's no other choice every season. For myself, it's always obviously to win. I want to win. That's what I play football for. And for me, my goal before every season is to play every game.
Is there some particular bit about your play that you still would like to develop or to become better in?
Really, every aspect. Really, I'm always someone who want to improve, who want to learn. I have plenty to learn still, and of course, I've been through the years, a lot of people have been asking for more points from me, and that's something. Yeah, obviously, I know I need to improve every year. Of course, football comes with this demand also. You do what the coach and the team need you to do, really. But of course, I need to improve on that aspect. I want to improve on the physical part, on tactically also. I really, in general, I want to improve, and every coach so far I've managed to bring something for me to the table, to learn and to improve. So that's something I really enjoy.
Is there something particular? I mean, this is a tricky question for you to answer, perhaps, but is there something particular that you like about Jon Dahl Tomasson?
Yeah, his way of seeing football, I think, is like goes with this. We have the same idea, I would say. And it's someone who had a great career, who played at the highest level possible. So of course you intend to listen carefully on what he said, but I like the way of seeing football. Where you want the ball on the ground. Obviously he's been in Spain, in Italy. He's been in big league where I see and we see the same football, the ball on the ground, and trying to play forward, trying to be brave really on the ball, and that's the characteristic he want to give to his team, and that's what I seeing as well. I want to see football is like the ball on the ground and being brave to play forward.
I understand. A lot of people, of course, it's easy to find the negative bits still during the crisis of Corona. Was the longer preseason something that in some way benefited you or the team maybe for preparing, or have you been able to find more fitness or anything like that?
Yeah, I guess for the one who's were a little bit injured at the start, who that helped you on that way. For also, I think when you get a new coach, we had a new coach. Obviously, that give us time to understand what he wants and for him to understand his players also. So I think for this, it's been really beneficial.
Of course. Now we have a big game coming up on Thursday. I don't know if it's outspoken how much you put focus in Malmö on the cup, on the Swedish Cup. Is it a big issue for it, or would you like more to focus on the Allsvenskan?
No, I don't think it's a big issue at all. I think obviously there is the next game coming up, so it's totally right with the focus to be on that game really, and also knowing the past of Malmo with that cup. I totally understand why is the topic basically.
Yeah, of course. It's going to be an exciting match. Do you have any? What are your expectations of the match? What's the preparation? Because you're playing against Mjällby, a newcomer in Allsvenskan, who's done it pretty well this year so far. What do you think of the match to come?
Yeah, exactly. They've done well. They like obviously come in and trying to be brave and not being scared. Obviously to play. I've seen a little bit of their game against Östersund. I think it was yesterday. Yeah. So I think it was going to be a tough game, but it's going to depend. Again, I feel like it should be, and it's going to depend on us. It's going to be a semi-final. We're going to have to be dominant. We're going to have to be to take control of the game. We won the first game and was in Allsvenskan, but it's going to be a totally different game because it's a cup. Exactly. So the cup games are special. For every player, for everyone. I think anyone can beat anyone, but we need to make sure we're favorite and we respond to that title.
How has it been? Because Anders Christiansen has been maybe the most praised player so far this year in Allsvenskan. Mm-hmm. How is it to play with him?
He's a great player. So he's always good and great to play with good players. Obviously, make things easier. And so far with us this season, he's been having some really important goals for us. So that his role is a leader on that role as well. So and he responds really well to that. So we just hope he can keep providing for us really.
Yeah, of course. So when you play together on the central midfield, what is the deal before the match? Who is taking care of what, or are you on equal terms, so to speak?
No, of course we have our own quality. I think he's someone who's really good on the last third of the pitch, and I'll probably say that I tend to be really good on the first third of the pitch. So we try to complement each other. So for me, my role is maybe trying to build up and try to find him behind the opponent midfield, so he can be decisive and score a goal or find another teammate to score a goal. That is a complementarity. I think we understand each other better and better, and I'm sure it's going to improve.
Yeah, of course. That's good. What about your own will to score goals? Do you like to score goals, and do you want to score more goals, or are you fine staying back all the time?
No. I guess everyone like to. I don't think you will find anyone who don't like to score goals. Really, everyone does. But again, like, of course, I probably should do more. I think I can do, but I also come with the role I'm asked to do. Also, obviously, for a few years now, I've been playing a little bit deeper roles than I used to before, and I just want to help the team, scoring or not, as long as I'm helping the team in the right way. I'm happy with that.
That's a very nice view on it. Fouad, is there anything else that you expect except a win, of course, on Thursday and good results in the future? Is it anything else you want to have from the near future?
No, just obviously everyone to stay healthy and maybe hopefully get the fans back soon. That would be nice to get like a crowd, and not just at our stadium. I mean, even away from home. I think football is always special with the fans as well. So that's something I hope will come back soon, so we can all share what we love.
What do you think of the Malmö supporters?
They've been really great to me since I came to the club, and in general as a group as well. Like, they help us. They've been doing really well, and especially on the European nights, been some really great atmosphere. So now we do miss them, but they've been really great.
Okay, hopefully then for you will be able to win the cup or win Allsvenskan. I mean, is it a big thing for you to be able to qualify and play in the European League or in the Champions League?
Always, of course. Malmo should be there. Malmo is a team who should be in Europe. For me, it should be in Europe every year. And at the same time, winning the cup and Allsvenskan. So that's what we're aiming for every time. And it's at us on the pitch to prove that. But the club deserves that. That's how it is.
I really have to say it was a really nice talk, Fouad. I really enjoyed talking to you. And good luck in the cup and, of course, in Allsvenskan.
I appreciate for having me. And thanks a lot again.